So when I think of love in regards to Advent, I think of that perfect love of the Father, which the Greeks called agape, the love of the incarnation, of Jesus Christ, God himself becoming man, the love that God has towards us who are weak and imperfect and in need of his grace. As I wrap up my diaconal year and get ready to transition into the priesthood, thinking of how I want to share love, well, primarily that comes in my mind through the Eucharist, which is the ultimate sacrament of charity, the ultimate sacrament of God's love for us, because it is Christ himself and all of his mysteries made present again on the altar. But as I prepare for that, while I continue to live out my diaconal life of service in preparation for that, I think what God has called me most to in terms of sharing his love is a ministry of presence. I think ministry of presence is something that anyone can do, that we're all called to in a way. Ministry of presence means just being there with people, just being with them in their messiness and their brokenness, being with them in their triumphs and their joys. And you can do that every day. You can do that at your job. You can do that in your home. You can do that with your family and your friends and people you just meet on the street. Everyone can participate in a ministry of presence by embracing that radical love of Jesus Christ, putting aside the self and our busyness and what we want to do, and just being fully present to those who are right in front of us. I think I most feel God's love sitting with him in prayer, in particular, going through the gifts of the day. Part of that prayer is an examination of conscience that I've taken to evaluating my day and seeing where God has been present and where I myself have measured up and failed to measure up throughout the day. But it's in those moments, seeing the trials that I've undergone, seeing the joys I've experienced, that I oftentimes feel God's presence the strongest as I recognize that he was with me throughout the day at every step of the way. And taking that moment to just give gratitude to him. Being a person of gratitude, a man of gratitude, has changed my life.